Okay, good evening, guys. Good evening, Kiara. Good evening, Santiago.
Good evening, teacher.
Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher, how are you?
Okay, good. We're going to wait 2 minutes, no more, 2 minutes in order to start. So give me 2 minutes and we'll start, okay? Okay, guys, so we are going to start right now. It is already recording our session for today. Today we have 3 students, Ingrid, Kiara, and Santiago. Ingrid, hello Ingrid, this is your first time here?
Good afternoon, teacher. Yes, it's my first time here. Good
Okay.
afternoon.
Hello Ingrid, how are you today?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, where do you live, Ingrid?
I live in Ibagué.
Okay, you live in the same city as me, like me.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and why are you studying English, Ingrid?
Teacher, can I disconnect and reconnect?
Yes.
Because I don't hear you.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead.
1 second, please.
Okay. Okay, so Kiara and Santiago, we are going to start. We are going to wait for Ingrid, who had some technical issue. How are you today, Kiara?
Oh, teacher, I'm fine, thank you. I'm doing well. What about you?
Very well. Okay, Ingrid is right now here again. Hello, Ingrid. Can you hear me now? Ingrid. Okay, I don't know, maybe she has some technical issue. What about you, Santiago? How was your day?
I'm good, teacher. And you?
Good. Quite well. Quite well. Okay. I don't know, but Ingrid, can you hear me? No? Okay, we are going to continue. Okay, I'm going to share with you my screen, and we are going to start. We are going to do some exercises today with 2 verbs in English, which are very common. The verbs make and do. These verbs are very, very common. We use these verbs every day, all the time. But sometimes we don't know when we use make and when we use do. No? The translation of these verbs, make and do, is like hacer, no? Hacer. But in English, there are some specific cases where we use make and some specific cases where we use do. And today we are going to do some exercises about this, okay? So the first one, oh, wait a minute, I'll stop sharing. This is the first one. We have here some, no sentences, so only some expressions. And we are going to choose between do and make, okay? For example, the first one, in this website, we found a lot of exercises with different grammar structure, vocabulary. And this is good because you are doing the exercises and you have some picture that helps you to understand what you are talking about, okay? So here, when you are going to say a mistake, you use do a mistake or make a mistake. What do you think, guys?
Make.
Okay, good. Make a mistake. Remember, in Spanish, it's the same do and make, no? Hacer. Hacer. Do and make in Spanish, hacer is the same. But in English, we have to differentiate when we use each one of them. And after this exercise, I'm going to explain when we use do and when we use make. But we're going to do this exercise in order for you to start studying how we use these verbs. Okay, now we do the shopping or we make the shopping. What do you think?
Do the shopping.
Okay, we do the shopping. It's very clear, the expression, not do the shopping. There is another meaning for shopping, but when we say shopping mall, no? For example, Santa Fe Shopping Mall in Bogota. There is a mall which is Santa Fe Shopping Mall. But when we say do the shopping or go, okay, go shopping is different, no? Here we are saying do the shopping. Now, we do an exam or we make an exam.
Do an exam.
Okay, we are going to complete and then we are going to check the answers out, okay? Do an exam. We do friends or make friends.
Make friends.
Okay, we make friends. We do the ironing or we make the ironing.
Do the ironing.
Okay, do the ironing. We do sports or we make sports. What do you think?
Do.
Do sports, okay. Let's continue. We make money or we do money.
Make money.
Make money, okay. We do a noise or we make a noise, or in my case, my dog does a noise or my dog makes a noise. What do you think?
Make.
Make a noise, okay. We do a phone call or we make a phone call.
Do.
Do, okay. And the last one, there is an expression in English that is do it well or make it well. What is the correct one?
Do it well.
Okay, do it well. We are going to check the answers and we have one which is incorrect. All of them make a mistake, do the shopping, do an exam, make friends, do the ironing, do sports, make money, make a noise, do it well. But when we call someone, we don't do a phone call, we make a phone call, okay? We make a phone call. Okay, so this is the first exercise, and it was pretty good because there were 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 10 sentences. 10 sentences, and 9 of them were correct. Now we are going to check out when we use do and when we use may. Okay, so in order to use do in sentences, if we are talking about work, jobs, and tasks, we use do. So we do the housework, or we do our homework, we do a good job, we do the chores, no? When we are talking about works, jobs, tasks, we use do. For example, when you were in the high school, you did the homework, no? You can say you made the homework. No, that's incorrect. We did the homework. When we are talking about non-specific activities, do something, do nothing, do anything, do everything, no? It's something general. When we are talking about something general, something, nothing, anything, or everything, we use do. When we replace a verb, for example, the usual way or the usual verb we use is comb your hair, no? Comb your hair. I'm going to write it here. The usual form of say is comb your hair. That's the common way. But when it's very obvious that you comb your hair, you can say do your hair, no? You wash the dishes, and that's obvious, no? You wash the dishes. So you can replace wash, because it's very obvious, with do. You can take an exam, or you can present an exam. But if you don't want to use the verb present because it's very obvious, or you have already used this verb previously, you can say do an exam. Okay. Maybe almost the houseworks or the households, you can use do, no? Do the dishes, do the laundry, okay? Do the ironing, all the houseworks. And what else? When we are preparing, we are cooking foods like drinks or meals, we use make. We use make. We don't do a coffee. No, we make a coffee. We prepare a coffee. We cook a coffee. When we can prepare the breakfast, cook the breakfast, or make the breakfast. Make dinner, make a cup of coffee. You make, no? You don't do a cup of coffee. In order to say the material or the origin of a product, we use made in past, no? Make, made in past. Made of gold, when a product is made of gold, no? Made from grapes, made in China, the traditional one, no? When we were children, we say, oh, well, people who don't speak English, they say made in, no? Made in China, sorry, made in China, or made by me. When you made something, when you create something, you say made by me. No? By, that preposition indicates that you are the producer of that thing. For example, a book written by me, okay? A painting by me, okay? So make is also used in order to produce a reaction. Make your eyes water. It's like make a person to cry, no? Make your eyes water. Make you happy. Someone who is very funny makes you happy, no? Or make you sleep when something, maybe a movie, is very boring. It makes you sleepy. Or make you smile. Make you smile. A person that you like a lot, that person makes you smile. When we are talking about plans and decisions, we make arrangements, we make a decision, we make a choice, we make a plan. Sometimes the verb make doesn't have the meaning of hacer, no? In Spanish. This word can have other meanings. In this case, make arrangement, make a decision, make a choice, make a plan. It's not precisely hacer, ¿no? En algunas ocasiones, estos verbos toman otro significado, ¿no? En este caso, make, for example, make a decision. No es hacer, sino tomar una decisión. When you are going to say, yo voy a tomar una decisión, I'm going to make a decision. You can say, I'm going to take a decision. No, you have to say, I'm going to make a decision. Make a choice. Hacer o tomar una elección o decidir algo, ¿no? Make a choice. Make a plan. Diseñar un plan, hacer un plan, planear, ¿no? And finally, we use make in order to talk about speaking or sounds when we produce some sounds. For example, make a noise, no? Make a noise. Make a comment. When the teacher says to you, you have to make a comment about the book. Se tiene que hacer un comentario, ¿no? Make a comment about the book. Make a speech. Make a speech. Or make a suggestion. Hacer una sugerencia. Okay? So, in theory, these are the cases when we use the verb do and when we use the verb make. Okay? It's quite difficult to learn by heart all the cases. It's quite difficult to learn by heart all the cases. So, it's important to practice. So, it's very important to practice, and that's what we are going to do, practice. Because when we practice, we learn how to use these two verbs, okay? And sometimes we have to learn the expression. For example, we have to complete a sentence with make or do, but we are not going to think about if it's a material, if it's the origin of a product, if we are producing a reaction, if we are talking about plans or decision. No. Sometimes we learn the expression. Example, make a decision. We always say make a decision. And we have to learn that expression. Make a decision. Do the homework. We learn that expression. Es acá. En algunas ocasiones, para aprendernos nosotros que el do se utiliza para esto, esto y esto, y el make para esto, no. Muchas veces lo que nosotros hacemos es la práctica, y en la práctica nosotros no aprendemos las expresiones. ¿Okay? Las expresiones. Entonces, siempre que nosotros necesitamos decir, tengo que tomar una decisión, entonces, I have to make a decision. Es make a decision. Siempre que estamos hablando con decision, make a decision. ¿Okay? Cuando estamos utilizando something, nothing, anything, everything, siempre do. Okay? And that's what we are going to do now. We are going to make exercise. Going to make exercise with expression and with sentences. Okay. We are going to do this one. Let me see here. We are going to do this. These are expressions, only expressions. Only expressions. For example, AMES, the housework, exercise, cake, visit, a course, a trip, the washing up, fun of someone, a suggestion. So there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 sentences, 10 expressions. Ingrid, Are you there, Ingrid? Yes, are you there? Ingrid, you are
Yes,
going
I'm
to
here.
complete the first 3 sentences, okay?
Yes. Make a mess. Do the housework. Do exercise.
Okay, thanks, Ingrid. Now, Kiara. Next.
Make a cake, make a visit, and do a course.
Okay, and Santiago.
Yeah, make a trip. Do the watching up. Make fun of someone.
And the last one.
And the last one, make a suggestion.
Make a suggestion. Okay, make a suggestion. Okay, we are going to check out the sentences, and all of them are correct. No? All of them are correct. Make a mess. You know what is a mess, right, Ingrid?
Yes.
What is the contrary of a mess?
Order.
Okay, order, organized. And you say my bedroom is a mess. The contrary,
Mhm.
my bedroom is organized, is clean.
Okay.
Do the housework, do the exercise, make a cake. We're going to prepare something to cook something, so make a cake. Always we make a cake. Make a visit, okay, when we are going to visit someone. Do a course. We can say do a course instead of take a course, no? For example, you are taking an English course, okay? You are taking an English course, and you can say you are doing an English course. Make a trip, do the washing up. This is a household or a housework. Make fun of someone, make laugh someone, or make a smile, make a suggestion. Okay, now we are going to do another exercise, but we are going to take into account full sentences like this one. Let me see. We are going to start with Santiago. You are going to complete, Santiago, the first.
Yeah, can you make the dinner?
Read the whole sentence, Santiago, please.
Can you make dinner this evening?
Evening. Can you make dinner this evening? Next.
I must do some laundry.
Must do some laundry. Do you think?
Do something. Do you think we ought to do something?
Okay. Ingrid, next.
Yes. I'm going to make a cake for my birthday. I want to do a shopping list. What do you want to make for fun?
Kiara, I need to.
I need to do some research. Could you make a restaurant reservation? Can you make me a favor?
Okay, Santiago again.
I need to do some cleaning. Can you do the washing up for me? Could you make a copy of this document?
And Kiara, you're going to finish. No, sorry, Ingrid, you're going to finish.
Could I make a phone call now? I'm planning to do a yoga class.
And the last one.
And can you make a donation to the charity?
Okay, we are going to check these sentences out, and there are 2, 3 wrong. Okay, can you make dinner? Okay, prepare, cook, laundry. This is a household, a housework. So do. This is something which is not specific, something. Prepare, cook, cake, this one. What happened here? We don't do a shopping list, we make shopping list. And this is, there are some cases where it's difficult to understand the difference, okay, to understand the difference, because we most of the times use make in order to produce fun, no? To produce fun, to make someone smile, to make someone fun, we use make. But in this case, this special case, what do you want to do for fun? Okay, that's the right answer. I need to do some research. You know what is research, guys? What is it? What is it? Investigation. Okay, the research is an investigation. And remember that when we are in this case, we are writing and we say, I need to, no? But when you listen to the person, to the people speaking in English, sometimes you are not going to listen that they say, I need to. They say, I need that, no? I need that. And this is a way of a contraction, no? Need to, need that. Okay? And this is very common. For example, going to, instead of saying going to, you can find the word gonna, no? Gonna. In this case, nida. Okay, so it's quite used, this type of contractions in English. And sometimes when we are listening to a native person, we say, I need that. Oh my God, what's that noise? I need to. But when they are speaking, no? When they are writing, they say, I need to. Okay. Could you make a restaurant reservation? Okay, good. Okay, can you make me a favor? No. You say, you do me a favor. Do me a favor. We always say, do me a favor. Okay. Can you or could you do me a favor? I need to do some cleaning. Cleaning is a household, washing up too. Could you make a copy of this document? When we are going to call someone, make, okay. I'm planning to take a yoga class or to do a yoga class. Make a donation. Okay, good, very good. Now we're going to continue with another exercise, but with sentences, okay? Sentences. Let me see here. Wait a minute. This one. Now, here we find the verbs do and make, but we can find them in present, in past, or in future, and it's the same, no? For example, in the first one, she scrambled eggs for breakfast, and it's in past, no? So did or made. Okay, and now I have to explain something. You have to know that do is the verb hacer, okay? But do is also the verb to the auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verb. And sometimes we find or we use this verb and it doesn't mean anything, no? For example, when I say I don't, no? I don't. Or when I say, do you, like a question, no? In these cases, do is not the verb hacer, no? It's the auxiliary verb, no? It's the auxiliary verb. For example, here, do not in order to make negative sentence, and it means no. Do you in order to make questions in present, but this do doesn't mean anything, no? In these cases. But here we are using the verb do like hacer, no? Okay, so we or she did scrambled eggs for breakfast, or she made scrambled eggs for breakfast. What do you say, Kiara?
Made. She made.
She made scrambled eggs for breakfast. Did you cook? Do you cook, Kiara?
Not usually, if I'm honest.
Not usually. What did you eat for breakfast today?
Eggs. And yes, chocolate, and some cookies that I did it yesterday.
Cookies?
Yes, cookies.
Okay. Cupcakes. Yes? What did you say? Cookies or cupcakes?
Cookies.
Cookies. Okay, cookies. Okay, what about you, Ingrid? What did you eat for breakfast today?
Today I ate scrambled eggs and American coffee with arepa.
Okay, do you like coffee?
Yes, I love coffee.
How many cups of coffee do you drink a day?
Between 5 and 6.
Okay, it's too many.
Yes,
Many coffee.
many.
Too many cups of coffee. Okay, what about you, Santiago? Do you like coffee?
Yes, teacher, I do.
How many cups of coffee do you drink daily?
Actually, every day I drink 2 or 3 cups of coffee.
Okay, but do you drink coffee with sugar or without sugar?
With sugar or milk sometimes.
Okay, you mix coffee and sugar. That's not a good idea. The people like a lot, but it's not a good idea to mix coffee and milk. Okay, let's go with the second one. Ingrid, please do or make the dishes after dinner.
Please do the dishes after dinner.
Okay. Who does the dishes in your house, Ingrid?
Can you repeat, please?
Who does the dishes in your house?
Normally, I do the dishes. Yes,
Okay. Okay. Who do you live with,
it's
Ingrid?
me. I live with my mother.
With your mother. Okay. Do you have any children?
No, no children.
No children. Okay. Number 3, Santiago. He is a carpenter. He does or he makes furniture.
He's a carpenter. He makes furniture.
Okay, he makes furniture. Santiago, what is furniture? Can you explain to me or to us what furniture is? In English, of course.
Furniture is muebles.
Okay, in English. Not in Spanish, in English.
Furniture is what I have in our house.
Okay. Okay, the sofa, the chairs, the tables, all of them are the furniture. Okay, good. Number 4, Kiara, he doesn't. Okay, here we have the verb as the auxiliary, no? Do or does. In this case, doesn't. He doesn't do or make much money, Kiara.
He doesn't make much money.
Okay, make much money. In English, we use make, or we can use the verb earn. You know what is earn? You know, guys?
Yes,
It's like
teacher.
win, but
Yes.
Okay, that's right. Earn is like win, but there are some specific cases when we use earn and when we use win. For example, we earn the salary, or we earn, oh my gosh, this N is here. We earn the salary, or we earn money. No? And win, for example, win the match, or win the game. No, it's different. The meaning in Spanish is the same, ganar, but we use earn for some specific cases and win for other specific cases. And here we can use make like earn, no? He doesn't make much money. He doesn't earn much money. His salary is not quite good, okay? Let's continue. Number 5, Ingrid. Ingrid.
Sorry. Hello. How are you doing?
Okay, how are you doing? This is one of the typical greetings, no? In
Yeah.
English, there are too many greetings. The most traditional is how are you?
Mhm.
That's the most traditional, but there are too many ways of greeting, no? How are you? How are you doing? How do you do? No? What's up? For example, when you are with some friends, some close friends, you can say what's up. And sometimes we people don't say what's up like this. No, they only say sup, no? What's up? Stop. What's up is the common way to greet among friends, closely friends, no? What's up? And there are too many ways of greeting and too many ways of answering, no? The traditional one, hello, how are you? Fine, thank you, and you? But there are too many ways of saying that. And in the real language, in the real life, people, no, it's not very common to hear or to listen to the people greeting, how are you, no? They say, how are you doing? How do you do? What's up? How are things? There are different ways of greeting, okay? Number 6, Santiago.
2 plus 3. Well, 2 plus 3, that's 5.
That's 5, you say, okay. 2 plus 3, that's 5. We are going to check this out later. But, oh no, right now, because there is a mistake. When we are talking about mathematics, we can say like this. 2 plus 3 makes 5. So 2 plus 3 makes 5. You can also say is, no? 2 plus 3 is or equals 5. But you can also say makes 5, okay? So it's important to understand or take into account this, because this is a specific case to use this verb. We're going to delete and we are going to continue this one. So 2 plus 3 makes 5. Kiara, next.
yes, I have to make a telephone call.
Okay, I have to make a telephone call. Kiara, do you prefer to make a telephone call, a phone call, or writing, chat? What do you prefer? Make a telephone call or chat?
I like more typing in the chat, but making calls, not usually. I prefer to do that in like important days.
Okay,
Specific days.
but it depends on the people.
No, it could be if it's a birthday, if it's a Christmas day, or anything very important for my family or for me. I could do, I could make a call.
Okay, but for example, you are going to, or you want to speak with your mother. You prefer to make a phone call or chat?
A call, of course.
Okay. Santiago, what do you prefer? Making a phone call or chatting?
It depends of the context, but I prefer to make a call.
Okay, you prefer to make a call. And what about you, Ingrid?
I prefer chatting because I like the multitasking. No, how do
Okay,
you say that?
Yes, multitasking.
Yes. So
And you
when
are doing many things at the same time, yes?
yes.
Okay.
So I can chat in and I can also make other things at the same time.
Okay, good. Number 8, Santiago.
I was doing my homework when the telephone rang.
I was doing my homework when the telephone rang. Okay. So we can use, as I said previously, in different times, no? Present, past, we did, and here we are using past progressive, no? I was doing in the past. I was doing my homework when the telephone rang. Number 9, Ingrid.
I make 2 mistakes in my spelling test.
Okay.
I made.
I
Mhm.
made in past. No, I made 2 mistakes in my spelling test. When we answer wrongly question, we say made a mistake, no? Made a mistake or make a mistake, okay? We always use make with mistakes. I make a mistake. And in English, there is another way. For example, this is a common way to say something. It was my mistake. No? Like in Spanish, fue mi culpa, no? Fue mi culpa o fue culpa mía. It was my mistake. No? In past, no? It was my mistake. It's the same of it was my fault. No? It was my fault. It's the same. It was my mistake or it was my fault. It's more common to say it was my mistake. Remember, there are some expressions that you have or you can say in different ways. There are 2 or 3, but one of them is the most common one. For example, in this case, the most common one is it was my mistake. Okay? But you can also hear it was my fault. Okay, and the last one, number 10, Kiara.
It's don't just stand there, do something.
Okay, don't just stand there, do something. Remember, something, anything, everything. We use do. Okay, very good. And the last one, this is the last one. Here, we have expressions, but into a whole sentence. And sometimes we have to take into account the tense or the time. If it's present, past, future, okay? So we are going to complete this one. I'm going to widen this one. Okay. Okay, number 4, Santiago.
That is where I make my mistake.
Okay, remember mistake always with make. That is where I made my mistake. Kiara.
It is difficult to make a conversation with a man.
Okay, what do you think about that? Is it difficult to make a conversation with a man?
No,
No? Are
no,
you married
no,
or
no.
single, Kiara?
I'm sorry,
Are you married or single?
single.
Single. Okay, for you, is it difficult to make conversation with a man?
No,
Okay, for example, you go to a party, you go to a bar, you can chat, you can speak with a man easily?
yes, I think I could.
Okay. Number 6, Ingrid.
Okay, I'm not sure, but he'll make the journey in 2 hours.
Okay, he mailed the journey in 2 hours. Okay, remember that he'll is the construction of he will, no? Future,
Yes.
future. He'll make the journey in 2 hours. That's correct. Santiago, but
That doesn't make any difference.
okay, that doesn't make any difference. Kiara, number 8.
Now I was ready to do the attempt.
Oh my God. To do the attempt? No, to make the attempt. Okay. Now I was
Okay.
ready to make the attempt. You know what
Can I
is
know?
yes?
Can I know why it's like a realization? Okay, no. I'm doing something. I'm not bored. An attempt. So why it would be?
Okay, wait a minute. Attempt when, for example, when you are going to present or to take a quiz in our English courses, you have 2 attempts. It means 2 opportunities or tries or
Okay.
try. Okay.
So it's like the same thing when you say do an exam or do my job.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So number 9, Ingrid, quickly.
Quickly,
This
I made my way to the horses.
This sentence is a little difficult because there isn't any expression or any explanation related to this meaning, no? You say did or made, Ingrid?
Made.
Made. Yes, I made my way to the horses. It's like I prepare the way to the horses, to go to the horses. Number 10, Santiago.
Here the girl made her first mistake.
Okay, here the girl made her first mistake. Number 11, Kiara.
But it made little impression on him.
Okay, but it made little impression on him, no? On the man, on him. Number 12, Ingrid.
Again, he had made a friend.
Okay, he had made a friend. In this case, we are using another chance, another time in English, which is the past perfect, no? The past perfect is had, the past of have or has, had, and the verb make, but in past participle, no? He had made in Spanish. How can we translate that?
Una vez más, él ha hecho un amigo.
Había, past.
Había.
Yes, past. Remember that the verb have, the verb have or has two meanings. One meaning, tener. And another meaning is haber, no? Haber. For example, when I say I have a car, we are using the meaning have. In this case, I have a car. But when I say I have had, look at this, I have had. I can say this, I have had. And here, haber, and here, tener. Yo he tenido, I have had. For example, I can say I have had a hard day. I have had a hard day. Yo he tenido un día mal. That's the past perfect in English. Past perfect in English. We use the past perfect. We make sentences in past perfect using the verb have and the past participle of the verb. In this case, he had made, so had, él había, and the second verb, made, él había hecho un amigo, ¿no? Él había conocido un amigo. Okay, let's continue. Santiago, number 13.
He felt that he must did something.
He must do something. Remember, something, anything, everything with do. Kiara, we just couldn't.
We just couldn't do anything. Nothing.
Do a thing. Okay, Ingrid.
I made room for him to pass.
Okay, that's correct. I made room for him to pass. Make room, to make room. To make room. It's like in Spanish, hacer espacio, hacerle lugar. Hacer espacio, hacer lugar a algo o a alguien. Make room, to make room. Hacerle espacio, hacerle lugar o darle espacio a algo o a alguien, ¿no? In this case, I made room for him, for a man, okay, to pass. I made room for him to pass. Number 16, Kiara.
Okay, let me think. It does not work to speak of.
Okay, it does not work to speak of. It does not work to speak of. Sometimes we can use only no, especially when we are speaking. When we are speaking, we can use only no. For example, you can say, I don't need, that's the traditional way to say, or you can say, I need no. But here is used when you are writing or when you are speaking with a person that you don't know. And I need know, you use this expression when you are speaking with a close friend or with a close person, okay? And there are some examples. For example, I don't have. You can say, I don't have, oh my God, I don't have money. You can say, I don't have money. Or you can say, I have no money. Okay? Both of them are correct. Both of them are correct. I don't have money or I have no money. But as I said, this is quite formal. I don't have money is quite formal. And this is informal, no? I have. But both of them are correct. Okay, let's continue then. We are about to finish. Santiago, number 17.
I'll make my own law.
I'll
Make
make
my
my
own law for
own
this case.
law for this case. Okay. It's something related to law, no? To if you are an attorney or if you are a lawyer, no? I'll make my own law for this case, if you are an attorney or if you are a lawyer. Ingrid, the lips.
The leaves moved, but made no sound.
Made no sound. And we are talking about making sounds. Making sounds or producing sounds, we use make. Make no sound, make noise. Number 19, Kiara, I
did my best to get them.
Okay, I did my best. This is a unusual expression in English. Do my best, ¿no? Do my best. Es como hacer lo mejor, ¿no? Hacer lo mejor posible, hacer lo mejor que se puede. I do my best. In this case, it's past. I did my best to get them. And the last one, Santiago.
But I won't do any good.
Repeat, please, but.
But I won't do any good.
Oh, pay attention. But it, no I.
Ah, yeah,
It won't
do.
do. Okay, it won't do any good. Any, like everything, like nothing, we use with do. So we did a lot of exercises today using these two verbs, do and make. And now on, you can start using appropriately these verbs, no? Remember that sometimes we can't learn every circumstance or every case or every situation when we use do or make. But if we practice with some exercises like this, we are going to learn by heart only by practicing. We are going to learn when we use do and when we use make. And these verbs are very, very common in English and we use every day. We use them all the time. So guys, that's all for today. I don't know if you have any question. Do you have any question or that's all for today, guys?
It's okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, no questions. So see you. Have a good night. Have sweet dreams. See you next time. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, good time.
Thank you, teacher.